Hi everyone! Today we're going to be talking about the question, what are your strengths in your next interview? So again, this is another interview question that many employers ask. It'd be rare to find an employer that didn't ask what are your strengths, because it's an initial test of what you can give back to their organization and really again get a feel for who you are as a candidate. So here are some tips and tricks for answering what are your strengths in your next interview. First and foremost, you want to brainstorm ahead of time and practice ahead of time before you go into the interview of what you're going to say to the question, what are your strengths? So quickly jot down some ideas of some of your strengths that you know will be applicable to this job and that you know they would love to hear out of your mouth. So if this is a specific, very high leadership position, maybe accentuate your leadership skills. If this has something to do with problem solving, maybe accentuate your problem solving skills. So these are all things to pay attention to and to practice ahead of time. Another tip for answering what are your strengths is you want to make sure you're accentuating skills and strengths that are applicable to this job and that aren't too humble. So a lot of people think when you're answering what are your strengths that you have to be very humble and say, oh, well, I don't know, maybe I'm good at delegating tasks or something like that, but you really want to show your confidence and your strength as a candidate and your strength as a possible new employee, and also direct those strengths towards the role specifically and the company specifically. You should have done your research ahead of time on the company, so really see what their mission is, their goals are, and their values are, and try to lead your strengths in that direction. Some examples of great answers to this question, if you're trying to think of what you could say the next time, is specifically experience-based. So maybe something that you've learned in your past positions, maybe some jobs that you've held or companies that you've worked at and what strengths you've displayed there. Could also be talents of yours. Maybe there's something specific that you know is very unique that would stand out from the crowd. Give that some, bump of attention and say it to the employer and make that you stand out as a candidate again. All these things really count as great strengths. You could also say negotiation, you can say problem solving, but you want to give examples as well. You want to short, sweet, and to the point examples of each strength so that you can really exemplify who you are as a candidate and how these strengths are in you as a employee and what you can give back to them. So those are our tips for what are your strengths, the next interview question that you might have. Be sure to stay tuned on recruiter.com and our Twitter @recruiter.com for more videos and interview question tips coming your way. Thanks.